Hello everyone and welcome to a mashup video. I just have been enjoying these kinds of, chatty get ready with me's that have a direction, a theme, what have you. And with the holiday season upon us, I figured this would be a great time. Well, not only with the holidays, but also Sephora, like always, doing their annual, or I suppose they do this more than once a year, don't they? But it is coupon time, where depending on your status, you get a certain percentage off during a certain time period. What is it this year? The 30th of October through November something, I think it is. And I just think it'll be good to remind ourselves that we don't need to use that coupon if we don't want to, We don't have to buy all of the gift sets and all of the this and that they say saves us all of the money, when in reality, it would just be better if, we didn't buy the thing that we're never going to use in the first place. Yeah? That's an even better way to save money. And don't get me wrong, if you want to treat yourself to something, you've been eyeing something up and you know that you're actually going to use it, you can certainly treat yourself if that is something financially that you can fit into your budget at the moment. But for me, and I think a lot of people are definitely on this same wavelength due to all of the circumstances surrounding this year, a lot of us either A, don't have as much extra spending money or money to spend frivolously on makeup that we don't need, and B, I certainly have noticed, which I think a lot of people have also noticed, that just the want to buy all of the makeup things, it's going down with all of these years to come, or in all of these passing years. I think a lot of us are just like, what? I've got a huge pile of stuff already that I don't use. Like, I really don't think I need to add to that, nor do I think I want to add to that. And with mask wearing, a lot of makeup, not as appealing, Don't get me wrong, I know I still love makeup. Definitely helps to give me confidence and feel good about myself on the days that I choose to wear it, but I also don't feel like, it's as much of a treat anymore to buy makeup, just to buy makeup because everyone's talking about it. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying out a new foundation combination that I am hoping it's gonna work out. But yeah, it's been a minute, I think, since I've done an anti-haul. The good old days of Kimberly Clark here on YouTube. What I'm not gonna buy. I used to love watching those videos of hers, and it always did help to curb my want to buy holiday kits. Because that's another thing to remember. A lot of holiday products, not all, but a lot of them are definitely not made as well as the original products. I don't know, specifically Too Faced comes to mind, where it's just it's a quick cash grab and quality control is really not on their radar. At least that's the way that it seems. So keep that in mind. Also, just because it says you're getting a good deal doesn't mean you're getting a good deal. Like, I'm pretty sure I already said, if you're not going to use the thing, buying it doesn't make it a good deal just because it's on sale. If you're not going to use it, you just wasted your money. And don't get me wrong, looking at the Sephora page, the first thing that pops up is all of the minis and the mini sets, and mini products, all of that. Oh, they are tempting. As I'm using a mini product right now, I do love a good mini. But just because it's miniature sized doesn't mean we need to have it. One of the things that really gets me as well, because one of the things that did catch my eye was I feel like she's been doing this for at least a couple years now, yeah. Rihanna, Fenty Beauty, doing the Gloss Bomb mini kit, which, I do love her glosses. They are very good. But are you / would I even be using all of the colors that are included? I don't think so. I would much rather just get a full size of a color that I'm actually going to use, rather than a set of minis that I might use one or two. I feel like for me, when it comes to holiday kits and that sort of a thing, I have to want at least 75% of what's in that kit before I go ahead and make the purchase. Otherwise, it just seems real silly and wasteful to me. I also feel like one of the products that is always released around the holidays or centered around the holidays, other than little mini lip kits, are eyeshadow palettes. Oh my gosh, do they come out of the woodworks for the holidays. And I think the ones that I am the least excited about, I hope no one kills me for this, but the Rare Beauty palettes don't look up my alley at all. I feel like I've heard good things about them, so if the colors do call to you, great. The palettes don't do anything for me, the color schemes that they have, and so that's certainly something that I am not going to buy. I am slightly tempted to buy the mini blush and lip set, but then again, you know, like I said, I don't want to buy something if I'm not going to use everything, and as much as I would want that mini blush because those blushes are phenomenal, it comes with the exact same lip shade that I already have from that line. So I don't need it. I'm not gonna buy it. Also, something to keep in mind is, you know, holiday packaging. I apologize, the garbage man is being real rowdy out there. I think he's trying to remind us, hey, all that makeup you're thinking you're gonna buy just because it's a deal or a steal or you've got a coupon, remember where it's eventually gonna be going if you're not gonna use it. But one of the most, I would say, notorious brands for doing holiday type releases, and that, you know, they get really into it and very themed, is Too Faced. And for me anyways, and I know this doesn't affect everybody, but like the packaging is really centered around whatever holiday the theme of the kit is for. So be it, you know, fall, not that fall is a holiday, but you know, they've got that pumpkin spice palette that came out semi-recently. Maybe it wasn't that recent. Oh, my time gauge is very out of whack, as I think many people's is. Would that have been better grammar? I think so. But you have to keep in mind, with these kits being so geared towards the holidays, you know, where they've got gingerbread or snowflake or whatever kinds of prints on them. Like I said, this isn't gonna affect everybody, but how many of us are going to be wanting to whip out a lipstick that has snowflakes all over it in the middle of June? As cute as it is to have for that specific time of year, it's not necessarily something that you'll want to reach for year round. And at least for me, I would much rather my products are something that I can use any time of year. And then I mean, just in particular with that pumpkin spice palette, it's just, how many times are we gonna see this freaking palette? I mean, I know it's hard to create anything original nowadays, but we have all of these colors, I swear. This palette is nothing we have not seen before. I just have absolutely no will or desire to buy it. I have eyeshadow palettes coming out my ears, and that one doesn't excite me in the slightest. So, I don't need it. Definitely not gonna buy it. Another brand that I instantly think of when I think of holiday makeup releases is Tarte. It doesn't look like, at least not on Sephora's website, it doesn't look like they've got a ton of stuff out for the holidays yet, but I do see a couple of things, one of which being like a redesign of their, or at least a couple of their Tartelette palettes, except these are in mini size. And I guess you'd be able to split them up between people. I mean, I do think that that's one way to go for sure. If you are needing presents for multiple different people, that could be a good way to save money. You know, buy a set and then split it up between the three. But it looks like, at least from the reviews, that the quality of these palettes is not as good as the originals. So that's a bummer. And then also the other thing that I'm seeing is like a trio of blushes, which I do love Tarte's clay blushes. They are phenomenal, but I have so many blushes. So as tempting as that is, I know I don't need it, so I ain't gonna buy it. But you know, as I said, it is really cute that they set it up so that you could split this between friends or family or whoever, maybe give away two and keep one for yourself. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing to do. But as I said, I just have so many blushes, and how often do I switch up my blush? I don't know, maybe once a month, but I definitely have more than 12 blushes. So, you know, I have more than I would ever need for a whole year, more than I would ever need for a whole lifetime. I kind of sort of want these blush trios just because, but that's not a good enough excuse for me to actually buy them. So, thank you next, Tarte. Thank you next. Now, another thing that I do actually love looking through are the Sephora collections, the Sephora favorites, I guess I should say they're called, because that is what they are called. I do enjoy taking a gander at those. I remember when those used to come out, I went gaga over them because they included such great products and an array of products at such a good value, but I feel like over the years, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Why am I tempted to do blue eyeshadow today? I don't know, but I am, so I'm gonna go with it. I just don't wanna surprise any of y'all when you see the next color I'm putting down. And truth be told, I did purchase one of these already, but would I do it if I didn't have a YouTube channel? I don't think so, because I just feel like the value just really doesn't seem to be there anymore. And they just keep including the same repeat products, which I don't really understand, but you know, it is what it is. It looks like their advent calendar is already getting absolutely smashed on their website in terms of reviews. I feel like a lot of people always say that their advent calendars are so bad. Does anyone actually buy the advent calendars and then use them as an advent calendar, or do people buy them and then just open it all at once? I feel like that's what I would do. But I just feel like people always say, and this isn't necessarily just a Sephora brand problem, but I feel like a lot of makeup products or makeup companies that come out with advent calendars, they're just not good value. The products are really bad. It seems like they were just trying to get rid of, you know, extra stock or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Advent calendars have never been tempting to me, but especially after seeing the kinds of reviews they get, definitely not something I'm interested in. Now, this next thing on my anti-haul list is one that kind of hurts me because I am tempted to buy it. It looks so pretty. But first off, I don't know that I've ever tried her eyeshadows before, but I mean, it's the Pat McGrath, the mothership, mega mothership, excuse me. Like I said, it looks gorgeous. I just am trying to remind myself that, like I already told you guys, I have eyeshadow palettes coming out of every hole of my body. Thankfully not literally, but you know. And a lot of these colors, as pretty as they are and as nice to see them all together, I have to remind myself that I probably own all of these colors. I mean, even in this ColourPop palette that I'm using right now, or the garden variety one that I've been using a lot lately, like I probably have all of these shades. Yes, they are all together in one, and that is very convenient and nice to look at, but that doesn't mean that I need to drop 80 bucks on an eyeshadow palette, even though it wouldn't be $80 with the coupon. But that's not the point of an anti-haul. We are not talking ourselves into buying things. We are talking ourselves out of it. So, huge reminder that we probably have these palettes or these colors elsewhere already in our collection. Also trying to remember, how much do you use the kinds of colors? Not only in this eyeshadow palette, but all of the eyeshadow palettes that come out around the holidays. You know, are they ones that you're actually going to get use out of? I don't know. What colors do you typically use? But for me, it's like, as much as I enjoy doing a random blue eyeshadow look, I also know that it's not something that I go for often. If ever at all. So I'm happy to just have my ColourPop shadows. I don't need to spend a ton of money on them. Not that I honestly don't know that there are any companies making blue eyeshadow palettes for the holiday season. But just in case they are, There you go. Now you know. I also think it's a lot of fun to, you know, see a palette and then if you are tempted to buy it, challenge yourself. Look through the palettes that you already have and see if you can dupe those colors or get a close dupe to those colors. Or hop on Pinterest, see if you can find a eyeshadow look that you really like. It incorporates the kinds of colors that you're seeing in this palette that you're tempted by. And then try recreating the look with the palettes that you already own that you think are gonna be dupes. I think it's a lot of fun. I haven't done one of those kinds of videos in a minute, but I do think it's really fun. You know, test your creativity and see what you can come up with. Like, what possessed me to do this today? I don't know, but I'm kind of happy about it. I think that's another takeaway too, is, you know, sit on things. I really don't know that limited edition stuff ever really does sell out, you know, when it's first released for the holidays. You know, they do say it's limited edition because that's the only time of year that they're going to be selling it. It probably won't come back the next year, but like I said, you have time. Sit on it before you actually push that purchase button. You know, give it a week or two. Do you still really want that item a week or two later? A lot of times you don't. Usually it's just a in the moment kind of a thing. Here you have it. Completed look. If this is what you came for, the makeup, here it is. If you came for the anti-makeup purchasing, well, anti-purchasing, I hope you also enjoyed that portion of this Get Ready With Me. I know I enjoyed making it, you know, it's one of those things that it's nice to do. Even if you feel like you're firm in where you stand on making purchases for, like, especially around the holidays, I feel like it's good to like talk through it and be able to, or, you know, if you're in your shoes and you don't make YouTube videos, to just hear somebody talk about it and be like, okay, yeah, no, I have the power. The money is mine. The companies are trying to take it, but I don't need to give it to them. You sure don't. You sure don't. So let me know in the comments down below, A, if this video is helpful, enjoyable for you, whatever, but B, also let me know what you are anti-hauling this year. Are you like me and that includes pretty much everything? You know, eyeshadow palettes, lip products, blushes, like I said, most things. I think the things that I am gonna treat myself to are, you know, skincare or products that I actually use and go through and I need a refill on them. But other than that, I have no plans. And so far, I have yet to be tempted. So we'll see if things keep picking up when the holidays are coming closer near the end of the year. See if maybe there are some new releases. Maybe I'll need to do another anti-haul. Let me know if you would want to see one. And as I said, please let me know what you are anti-hauling in those comments down below. As I said, you can also let me know if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!